Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from Pocketnow.com, and this is the hardware tour of the HTC Touch HD, the most gorgeous Windows mobile device that probably we've ever seen, with an extremely large touch screen. Now, this sleeve is what comes to protect the device. You can push out the device like so, and I think it's a really good idea because with such a large screen, you don't want to be carrying that in your pocket and where all your keys are kept. And actually, the screen protector that comes on the Touch HD says the following: to prevent damage, do not apply excessive pressure to the screen or device case. Please remove the device from your pants pocket before sitting down. For more details, see the quick start guide. So they're really insistent that you be careful with this screen because it's got such a large area to it. So let's take out the device and take a look at the hardware features. So as we mentioned before, the screen is 3.8 inches diagonal, and that's 0.3 inches larger than the iPhone, which has a pretty big screen already. The resolution is 800 down and 480 across. That's the maximum allowed by Windows Mobile. If we look towards the top here, we see a light sensor next to the speaker, and also a front-facing video camera. If we go down to the bottom, we have 4 hardware buttons, and they're all capacitive, meaning when you touch on them, they don't press in, but there's actually a little bit of buzz feedback that you get when you touch the buttons. The vibrating mechanism inside the device goes off, and it feels pretty good. You know that you've hit a button. So we have call start, home, OK or back, and then we have call end. And that's really all you get. Using this device with one hand is doable, but probably not so much as compared to like the Touch Diamond or Touch Pro, where you have a D-pad and everything like that. So let's go over to the side. We have a large volume rocker here that's really easy to feel for when you're on a call. On the bottom, we have the USB port, the EXT USB port, which works with mini USB charging and syncing cables, which is great. And then we have a microphone here. Turning to the other side, it's pretty much clean, except for the stylus, which, like the Touch Pro and Touch Diamond, is magnetic. So if you take it out, the screen will turn on. And we'll cover the software later. If we go towards the top of the device, we have a standby button, which is pretty large in size, next to a 3.5mm headphone jack, which we always like to see, so we don't have to use proprietary headphone connectors and all of that sort of thing. Over to the back, we see that the back is covered with that nice rubberized plastic, so it feels really solid in hand when you hold it. After you get over how large it is in your hand, it is quite large, although it's thin, but it does feel good with the rubbery coating. We have a 5-megapixel camera, and the only other 5-megapixel camera device I know of that runs Windows Mobile is the Samsung Omnia. And then we have a speaker here, and we can open up the back cover quite easily to reveal the battery. And here's the SIM card slot, and unfortunately the micro SD slot is placed behind the battery cover, but that's not too big of a deal. So that's it for the hardware tour of the HTC Touch HD. It's really amazing to see such a large screen, such a high-resolution screen on a Windows mobile device, and I'm having a lot of fun using it so far. We're going to talk a lot about software in the next video, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/PocketNowTweets for some exclusives, and you can find out before everyone else when we post these videos. We'll be back soon with more.